Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. And yeah, we lost again 2-0. So, welcome to the match reaction for Arsenal's 2-0 loss against Chelsea. And to be honest, can I just be honest with you guys? That was men against boys. That was literally men against boys. Absolutely dominated by Lukaku, just the way we expected it. I mean, I don't think Pablo Mari will ever forget this game. I think Pablo Mari will be having nightmares about this game for his entire English career. I know he's been in England for almost 2 years now, but this was his baptism. You need to be strong enough for the Premier League. Lukaku is a bully. We just could not handle him. And it basically turned out the way 85% of us expected. It's very disappointing, obviously. Losing 2-0, that's back-to-back 2-0 defeats. Our players are getting injured one after the other. Players are getting sick one after the other. We can't score a goal. We had 6 shots. I think they had more than 20 in the game. If it wasn't for Leno, it could have been 4 or 5. So it wasn't good at all. I mean, it was. We got bullied. As I said, it was men against boys. But let me do a lineup reaction first. So in goal, obviously, we had Leno. Ramsdale actually made the bench today. For the back four, we had Pablo Mari, Holding, Tierney, and Cedric. And right after I saw that lineup, I was worried. That back two was the same we played when we played in the friendly against them, Holding and Pablo Mari. And as soon as I had Ben White wasn't going to be there, I was very worried because there's no chance those two players can handle Lukaku. Even if they get 4 more holdings in the team, we still cannot handle them. Xhaka and Lokonga in midfield, Smith Rowe, Saka, Pepe, and obviously Martinelli up front. Aubameyang was actually in the bench. And the rest of the bench, basically, if you see the likes of Kolasinac on the bench, that does not fill you up with confidence. Way too many defenders on the bench. So in the first half, I don't know. Tien is very good. I do not know whether you guys are going to blame it on the tactics or on himself, because every time he goes forward, he leaves way too many gaps behind. And that is why I think we should be playing a back 5. Allow Tini to go forward and still have 3 or 4 defenders behind him, because now we are getting exposed very badly on that right side. James and Lukaku could have had 5 or 6 goals. If James passed the ball to Lukaku in the first half, it could have been 3-0 before halftime. If Lukaku scored the header again from the right side, it could have been a lot. And we bought Tavares to become a backup defender, and Tierney is already injured. Martinelli is injured as well. So it does not look promising. Another thing I noticed in the first half, yes, Saka is good, Smith Rowe is good, Martinelli is good, but Chelsea are so comfortable. That is because of the experience. There's no way Rudiger fears Martinelli. No chance. There's no way the likes of Aspilicueta are scared of Smith Rowe. No chance. Because that is literally men against boys. On the other side, we cannot handle Lukaku. And for us on the other side, we only have Martinelli and Smith Rowe. So that shows that I don't think we even have the players still. I literally think we still need like 6 players. Because that team, if we keep on staying with that team in the same tactics, we could lose 4 or 5 of the first opening 5 games. Next up is City. Today I was hoping for a draw. Next week there's no hoping for a draw. We never beat City, and with all those gaps and all that, same players, nothing has changed again. I don't think you can handle City. The only way you can handle City if you score and they score, you score, they score. If you let them score in the first 10 minutes like we always do in the first 2 minutes, we are going to be in a lot of trouble. But for today, anyway, 2-0. What a nightmare, man. Lukaku literally bullied us. We never looked like we were going to score a goal. Chelsea were bringing in World Cup winners from the bench in N'Golo Conte, and we had people like Kolasinac on the bench. I mean, that's way too ahead of us, way too ahead. And obviously, Thomas Tuchel is way more experienced than Arteta, so they're basically better than us in every single position. I really wanted us to play a back 5. Not sure why I didn't go for a back 5. We cannot handle Chelsea, and it turned out the same way it did in the preseason game. The only difference was we never got a corner to score. And speaking of corners, Pepe needs to improve on his corners. It really frustrates me when you take that. We get like 15 corners per game and none of them hit the first man. Holding obviously missed the chance. That was basically our only chance in that game. Other than that, in the second half, nothing again. They could have scored a 3rd or 4th. They literally got comfortable. It's like Tuchel told them, you know what? We have Liverpool next week. Just let Arsenal have this 2-0 loss. And that puts us in 19th position. That puts us in a very, very bad position. I don't know which team Norwich are playing next week. I don't know which team they're playing. I think they're playing Leicester. They're very capable of getting a point from that game being at home. And if they get a point in that game and we end up losing, we'll be bottom of the table. Bottom. And that is the first time Arsenal have lost the first 2 games without scoring a goal since 1992. Yeah, it's painful. It's painful times to be an Arsenal fan. I still think we need 3 or 4 players in the transfer market, by the way. And I do not know how he's going to change the tactics, but the game literally ended the way everyone expected. Chelsea dominating, Lukaku bullying our defenders, no chances up front. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the game. Make sure to smash the like button. And yeah, tough times, tough times, tough times. Let's hope things get better very soon. I'll be back with the player ratings, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.